Good evening, everybody. Welcome to this special one-off hangout about some new listing methods that this group of people you can see here and myself have been trying out. Um, Let me just introduce everybody in case you don't know who they are. I'll go from my left to right, which might be right to left on yours. We've got Jade Heath, who you know is one of our admin. Say hello, Jade.
Hello.
And next we've got Nikki Hopko.
Hello.
And then we've got Ruth Fox, who's just joined our admin team.
Hello.
And we've got Sarah Angela.
Hiya.
Tracy Davidson is having problems with her laptop and with her microphone, so I don't think we're going to get much out of Tracy, which makes a change. So yeah, we've been trialing out this new system. It's not really new as such. It's just a different approach that we've never thought of before. And I was told about this by our wonderful Oberon de Monet, who mentioned this to me, and I thought, wow, this sounds fantastic. I'm going to have a go at this. And I mentioned it to these lovely people who really wanted to crack on and get a lot of items listed. And so they've been trialing it as well, in different formats, because all these people work at different speeds and have different timescales. So it's actually, we've tried it out across a wide range of people's time limits, really, and it seems to be working for everybody. And what we do, and I suppose it goes against what you're originally told in the first place, is that we don't list initially as it says in the training. We will simply copy and paste stuff over from Amazon into eBay. Change one word in the title so you're not copying Amazon's title exactly. So just change one word, just put one photograph up, just change one word in the description and leave it, bang it up, list it. Just straightforward, simple copy and paste like that. I can get a listing up in just under 4 minutes. Very, very quick, very, very easy. What I'm doing, and people are doing it again in different amounts, but I'm doing at the moment in blocks of 30. So I'll list 30 items, very, very quick, copy paste, copy paste, copy paste, and bang up 30 very, very, very simple listings, not being edited, not being touched, just basic copy paste them over. So I can put 30 up in 2 hours easily, which leaves me the rest of the day free to do other stuff that I need to do in my business. Then the next day I will go into those 30 listings and I will edit all 30 of the titles and make them more appealing. The following day I will then go in and put more pictures in and keyword the pictures as it says in the training. And then on the third day I will go in and alter all the descriptions and put the keywords into the descriptions as it says in the training. And the beauty of that is, by doing it that way, you can get a lot of listings up in a short space of time without the need for overthinking. You're getting activity in those listings every single day because you're going in there to alter something. And as we've proved, you're getting sales on those items while they're still awful listings. Before you've had a chance to edit them, you're getting people looking at them, you're getting people watching them, and we're selling them. So the more you can get on in a short space of time, you're getting more traffic through your account and you're generating more sales. Ruth, you've had a lot of experience. Do you want to say something?
I was doing it in a very similar way to you. So I've been doing sort of 30, 35 a day. Then the following day, so I only have 5 hours in the day that I work whilst my son's at school. So what I tend to do is I do all my tweaking. So I'll do one day, like Mark says, I do one day I do the titles, the following day I do pictures, and the final day I do the description. So, and literally I can be doing, like today, for example, I did 30 titles, 30 pictures, 30 descriptions, and I still had time to put 30 more new listings on as well. It's so quick and easy, and you're not having to think about it. You don't have to then sit and look at an item and go, oh, what's that selling for on eBay? You don't do any of that. It does kind of fly in the face of everything that you get taught on the training, but you just concentrate on getting those listings up there, banging them in, and then concentrate on managing one tiny weeny aspect of that listing. You're having so much activity on your account. I mean, just before I came on, I've actually sold an item that I listed today. It's got a rubbish title, got one picture, rubbish description, but it's still sold, and that's because I've got so much activity going on my account at the moment. It's so busy.
And with a lot of people tend to overthink what to list, and we're saying don't. We always say don't overthink anyway, because it's fatal. You're not earning money when you're overthinking. You're earning money when you're listing. So what we're tending to do is pick a subject. So say you go into the kitchen, you want to list some kitchen items. Oh, you know, I want to list a nice kettle. Well, don't just list a kettle and move on. List 10 different kettles. Don't spend time looking at them and researching the prices. Just pick 10 kettles, different kettles, and list them. Bang. And then move on. What should we do next? What about coffee machines? Yeah, we'll list 10 coffee machines. And just go at it like that. Don't spend time overthinking what to list. Just bang them up, bang them up, bang them up. Straightforward copy-paste. As we've said, change one word in the title, one word in the description only. As quick as that. Just bang them up. And then spend the next few days editing them. A little bit in each listing every day. Titles one day, pictures one day, descriptions one day. That's it. So it's working. It's working. I've maxed out my account in no time, and it would have took me weeks to do that. I've managed to max out my account within a week. It's been fantastic. Ruth, I believe you last week you got near 137 listings up in a week, didn't you?
Yeah, and the most I've ever done before that has probably been about 60 odd. That's the most I've ever done in a week before. But I did, 137 listings I did. I'm on course this week to do near enough 150. So.
And that's phenomenal. You've more than doubled what you could have done before.
Yeah, and I'll have my account maxed out in a couple of weeks.
And you're getting sales on those rubbish listings. There's no fault to it at all.
I'm also getting sales on items that I thought were a bust. A pot and pan set. It had 7 views on it, but because I've had so much activity going on, it sold, and now it's got a lot more viewers and it's got watches on it, and so it's having a knock-on effect on everything on my account. So even the things I thought were rubbish.
And it's selling purely because eBay are ranking you higher because of the amount of activity.
Yeah.
That's the reason. It's as simple as that. And so it's working. Instead of just going in and listing 5 things or 10 things in a day, which could take you ages by researching them and whatever, it's, just bang as many as you can up in a day and then go in every day and tweak them. Fantastic. It's brilliant. Jade, you've been trialing this. Have you? I know you've been quite ill, so you haven't done much, but how are you finding this way?
I've been doing it now for about a week, and the days that I have actually been listing, because I've had problems with my internet and been ill, I found it really easy to do. In fact, it's easier to do it this way than it is doing it with DS. I can get so much more on, and it's so much quicker to do it as well. Like one listing probably take me 2-3 minutes to do. So it's brilliant. I prefer this way than the other way, because before it used to take me about 10-15 minutes to put up a listing. By the time I put one listing up this new way, I've probably got like 3-4 up. It's really easy. I would definitely recommend this way.
Yeah.
And Nikki, you've got very, very limited time because you work as well.
I do work full time. I find it so much quicker. I can get so much up, and then the next day just go into it and tweak a little bit, put more pictures up. So yeah, it works for me.
Even with the limited time, even if you've only got an hour a day.
Yeah, because I work nights. I work 12-hour shifts, so my time is very limited. So it's so much better.
Yeah. Sarah, well, how are you finding it, Sarah?
So much easier than before. I can hear myself, Mark. Someone's echoing.
Should we all mute ourselves while Sarah's talking?
Thank you. Yeah, it's so much easier than it was before. Like Jade said, and Nikki and Ruth have said, you can get so many more listings up in the short amount of time. And it's just so simple. You don't get bored of doing the same listing. You can just throw them up and you're done. And I do recommend it to everyone. Like Bruce said, you get so much more activity on your account. It's great. So thanks, Oberon.
I don't think you've raised a valid point there, Sarah. Actually, you don't get bored.
No, I used to get so bored.
I know some people do get bored of listing because it takes them so long to put a listing up. But yeah, you've hit a very valid point there, because when you start listing, it's actually so quick and easy. You don't get fed up of doing it. You can just go on and on and on, and you suddenly think, oh God, I'd better stop. Absolutely. Are you able to speak to us now, Tracy, or not? No. Tracy's got some serious computer problems going on, which is a shame, because Tracy's been doing ever so well with this. But the other thing I wanted to mention is that with all these sheer amount of listings that's going on, is tracking those listings is becoming an issue. If you're not using the DSD tracker, because you can only link that to one account anyway, so if you're using that in the US, you can't use it in the UK. So we have found an external tracker and repricer that is working brilliantly well. It's not expensive when you weigh up the amount of time it takes you to go through your listings 2 or 3 times a day and check your prices and alter your eBay prices. I'm paying $30 a month for the second size package, and that allows you up to 1,000 listings to be checked every 3 hours, which is phenomenal. If you normally check them once a day or twice a day or 3 times a day, that takes time. These are being checked every 3 hours, and in itself it's giving you more activity in your accounts because it's going in and altering your prices for you. So you haven't got to worry about it. You haven't got to spend an hour or whatever it takes you checking all your prices and your stock levels and whatever. This program does it for you. It's fantastic. So if anybody wants any information about this tracker, just contact any one of us on the panel. Doesn't matter who. Contact any one of us on the panel and we'll tell you all about it and point you in the right direction. I don't want to advertise it because advertising stuff is not what I want to get into in Dynamic. I don't like advertising anything in there. It's purely about DSD and Team Dynamic. But if you contact any of us on the panel direct, we will tell you about it without a problem. Ruth, you've got good experiences with this tracker. You're muted, Ruth.
No, I'm just I was going to it's working perfectly for me. I was going to say, those of you who are elite level and above, it not only does Amazon, it does a lot of the suppliers that are at elite level. I'll put my teeth back in. But it also, hello? It also goes. It also starts at a much lower level. The level that Mark was talking about is the middle package, but for half that, you get a starter package, and it gives you 7 days a free trial. So if you try it and decide you don't like it, you haven't wasted any money. That was all I wanted to say, really. It does look a bit scary when you look at it, but honestly, we've all worked through it, and we're all using it quite successfully.
Absolutely agree. Yes, yeah. I did forget to mention actually for the smaller pack for $15, what, about 10 quid a month, and for the time that saves you. You know, it obviously all depends on how many listings you've got as to which package you go for, but I'd recommend it. Yeah, it does look scary at first, but you know, a couple of glasses of something strong and it starts to make sense. But you can obviously set it a bit like the DSD tracker. You can set it to whatever profit limit you want, and you can do all sorts with it. It's pretty foolproof actually. It's changing my prices for me regularly, and I like it. It saves me so much time, which gives me more time for listing, of course. Absolutely, and you don't get caught out with an item out of stock, or an item that suddenly shot up in price. So, great stuff. Is there anything else you can think of, Ruth? This doesn't have to be a long hangout. It was just coming.
No, not that. I think we've covered pretty much everything. Oh.
Yeah. So, before we sign off, I'd just like to say that if anybody's got any questions about this, feel free to contact me or any of us, and we'll help you.
Questions?
Obviously, not everybody is around all the time, but feel free to reach out to us, and we'll help you. You know, we can guide you through it, but it's really not difficult at all. It's just simply throw them up as quick as you can, and then go in and edit them. That's it. So I think that about wraps it up. So this wasn't meant to be a long hangout. This was just an extra one thrown in between our monthly ones, just to promote this idea to you. So I think we'll sign off at that now. Thank you very much, and good night.
Bye.